What is up, guys? So in today's video, I will be showing you exactly how to use Lovable to build something different, pretty much. The idea here is to rebuild this website. It's called Otter. What it does is those transcriptions. So if you have a meeting, you're going to launch the app and it's going to summarize everything for you. It's going to listen to the audio, and then inside it will be able to give you transcription, summarization, and then also I think action item. So let me log in inside the platform so you can pretty much see exactly how that looks. And in this walkthrough tutorial, I will be showing you exactly step by step how to build just that, exactly the same thing. So it's not going to be completely done in one video. So I will start probably today with the landing page. And then over time, we will be able to build completely the entire video. So inside the dashboard, once you log in, you will have this main area where you can actually see yesterday what happened, what you said, and so a day, note, and then you can show more. So that's pretty much how every single note will be taken. So you have a date, a note, and then the actual, and if you click, it's going to open up on the side where you can now actually have a full transcription of the summary transcript, the time, and also the outline, the comment. So that's pretty much how it will look like. And you will then have integration like Slack, or you can share, or additional menu on the side. So in this project, we will be building just this entire project. And here we have a subscription plan where that uses a credit system where if you have a specific plan, it's going to allow you to have 1,000 and 1,200 monthly minutes. So if a user subscribes, this is what they will have. And then if you use all that through an entire year or entire month, you won't be able to use your credit system anymore. So on the homepage, this is what we have. And honestly, this looks so easy. I can build this app in 2 days. I just checked the monthly recurring revenue of this company. And then I realized that somewhere here, they are around this thing that keeps coming up. If we check here, this app has about $20 million per year. So alone, so $20 million a year. And they have a team of how many people? I believe they have 139 people. And these are the people within the company. So we can review the same exact thing. There is already a market for it. We don't have to make $120 million. We can just make $10,000 a month and quickly, easily have something that bring us some kind of revenue. So let's stop talking and then let's get our hands dirty building a clone and the exact same web app. Has anybody knows how to close this thing? I hate this. Turn this off, reaction, Google Chrome, how to turn it off, and then select reaction into ad. Okay, perfect. So let's start our project. And so to get started, I like to come to Perplexity, and Perplexity has a deeper context about the web. So it knows what app is what app, what it does, the features and everything. So I will come here and say, hey, can you create me a PID, a product requirement document of a company similar to Otter.ai with all the features. So I need all the features in the product required document. So this will help me to gather all the details about the target website, and then we can then build the same exact thing. So I will ask it to Perplexity. I think I have few pros a month, so it's going to go in depth, and then all the features. And then, yeah, let's stop here first so we can have the project requirement document. And what else will we need? I think that's it for now. So, and the pricing, for example, and the pricing model. So we're also going to grab the pricing. So it's going to get the feature, what the product does, and then the pricing model. So we're going to hit create. And then from here, we will be able to get everything from Perplexity. So we can also do the same using ChatGPT, because if we want to get accurate response, ChatGPT has access to the internet. So let's do the same thing with ChatGPT here. and then toggle this one. So that's not the one for sure. And the one will be, I believe it was on Perplexity here. I hate this thing. It's really messing up everything. Okay, let's grab this. Oh, we can just grab it from here and place it here and toggle perfect. So ChatGPT now gonna give us a PRD of this entire platform so we can have all the features. So we can then grab this, and when we come back here, looking at the website, we will notice that the website has a dashboard, and pretty much that's it. There is not much that it does. It's really going to be the dashboard. So everything will be happening inside the dashboard. So they have a chat inside where you can chat with the AI about your note, and then they have apps. So all these will be within the dashboard. So they have general meeting plans and everything. So this goes inside the app. So if we exit, we will notice that, yeah, it's pretty much just going to be just this. And so the landing page will have solution, pricing, apps integration, and that's it. So let's open up Lovable, and then we're going to enter our project requirement document. So let's build a SaaS with this requirement. And then this will be the requirement that we already have within our software, within our save in the memory. So now we're going to let them know exactly, let Lovable knows what we are trying to build for now. We'll need a landing page and a dashboard and a login page. So let's say sign in, login page. So this is what we need for now. Those three pages will be the one defining our entire project. So we need a landing page. We will add more stuff in the landing page after. We need a dashboard, and we need a sign in page. So, and then here are the requirement. Here are the requirements. And then we're going to paste everything that we grabbed from here directly within the app. I think it was from Perplexity. If we go back on Perplexity, yeah. So this looks like we can also even use it for our knowledge base, because the app knows exactly where we're going. So one of them, the one from ChatGPT, going to be used for the first prompt, and then the rest of it will be used. The one from Perplexity will be used for the knowledge base. So let's hit and get started. Oh, we need a name for our app, a SaaS called clarity.ai. So we're going to hit start. So now that it has all that context, it's going to go ahead and build. Something that I like to do is I don't want to connect the database, not just yet. I like to finish completely the UI first to make sure that the UI is looking great before I even start implementing the database or connecting the database. So it's very important, because what I've noticed with Lovable is that when you are trying to connect the database, when you connect the database before, as soon as you add a new screen, it's going to want to create a new query in a database. And I don't want that. I want everything to be built, the UI to be ready first, every component completely refactored before I then start connecting the dots one by one. Some people would prefer probably working as a progress, but I prefer having this. So now I think, and I place this here. So we have this is being built, and it's going to get ready within a minute. Let's place this on top so we don't have to come back right there. So again, we're going to use the knowledge base that we grabbed from ChatGPT. And yeah, so this is going to be the basic. I believe Lovable use chat CN. So this is it right here. This is okay. We're not even trying to worry about anything. We're going to check here to have our sign in, sign up. And then what I've noticed now is that we have a sign in and sign up in two separate pages. We don't want that. Let's say, the first thing we're going to do is to blend these two pages to be in one page. So we're going to make it in one page so we can reduce the amount of code and just at least the amount of pages that we have in our project. So can you blend the sign in, sign up in one single page and give it a toggle so user can toggle to sign in or to sign up. So that way we will have just one single page where if they toggle, I want to sign in or I want to sign up. The way to showcase exactly how that look like will be, I did that with this app right here, where you have a toggle and a toggle will just look like this. Like I want to sign in, I want to sign up. I want to sign in, I want to sign up without having to switch two pages. So everything is being handled in just one page. So let's ask Lovable to do that here. And then we will then have, it's going to start working on it. And then let me check out the dashboard. While it's doing this, we can definitely check it out. Okay, great. Recording. We have some kind of like something to get started with. But like I said in this video, we will be focusing only on a landing page. And then over time, we will come here so we can have every single interaction that we have on the dashboard. So I've created a new combined authentication. Great. This is authentication. So it will look like this. Let's see. Great. So if I click sign up, it just switches. So that's totally fine. I prefer this compared to having two separate pages. So let's now focus on the index page. So this is going to be our main landing page. So right here, what I will start by doing is I have a Figma file here that will have exactly the kind of UI that I would love to use. So let me share the design here. This is what I'm trying to achieve. You can find your UI kit somewhere and you can then kind of like start using it as a design. So this is what I will be using. And this is one I need to follow in order to achieve the result because it looks cleaner and I love the style. So I'm going to use this as the landing page. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this one first and then use the hero section because this is going to be the hero, and inside the hero, I'm going to keep this on the side. And this is what I want from the hero. So I want this style and with everything that you see here. So I'm going to give it this prompt just so he can create me this style of hero. Something you can do is on a hero, you can remove this one and you can also remove this one. And then you keep this one as a background because it's going to be an image. So let's export this. And then from here, we're going to keep it like this and export it. So we have the rectangle. It's going to serve us as a hero. And I'm going to come back here. And from here, I will say use this one, use this background, use this image as the hero section background. Okay. Not sure. Looks like it did not upload. Let me try again. Oh, I see. We're going to select this one again. Not JPEG, but we need to get it in. Okay. Probably going to be better this way. Great. So we come back here. You're going to say use this one as a background. And add the text and add a very compiling text and description under the header. Guys, English isn't my first language, but we gotta make this happen. Compiling and maybe let's say and catchy text and description under the header. So we're gonna let this one is gonna create a big hero, and the hero will then be served and used as a background. I'm gonna pause this. What's up, guys? Just like we started yesterday, like I was saying, we will be working on this project called Otter. This app that I already started building, something happened. So I kind of like shut down the video and I just want to resume it. So it's a number one meeting assistant. This is going to be the app that we're going to be building. And I already started working on that project right here. So far, this is what I have right here. So I decided to have some kind of like glass effect nav bar, and then this glass effect is pretty much kept it very, very, very fixed on scroll. So when you scroll, it goes under it, and then I created this blurry effect behind it, and then the buttons as well. I don't like these buttons, so I'm going to fix it. I wanted to also have this CTA to be animated, so I prompted Lovable to keep it animated on pretty much every single time on a loop. Pretty much that's how you call it. So, and then I added this dashboard that's pretty much looks exactly like what we are trying to achieve. So things that I will be doing in this video, things that I will be doing moving forward will be to update a couple of things. We're going to update our logo to have this one, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. So, and then after that, also added a partner section right here. And then what you're going to notice is that when I start building this partner section, I realized that, oh, I can actually style it more by adding some kind of tag that tells you exactly what section you're in. So after adding this tag, I then start using it in every single section. And right here, I create this effect right here when you over these features of the actual the software, the landing page, you can have this beautiful effect. Comes like this in a very flat way, but I prompted Lovable to elevate. You will notice that here it's very like flat as a line, but here when you check these features, it's a little bit elevated. So I said, hey, just elevate a little bit. You can give it an elevation number that it will use, but you can just use expression like elevate a little bit. The effect and create a shadow effect when you over, and then this will then be created exactly just like you see it. And what it did at first was that it aligned every single thing here on the left. It was on the left. I will show you exactly what it looks like. If I go back on the prompt that we were using, you will notice that I hope I can find it to not make this video a lot longer. Anyways, so I was able to go from whatever I had before into this. This is pretty much the previous view of what things looked like. So it created something that didn't look exactly like I wanted. And then I say, hey, the text, for example, is not going under the header. So can you make it go behind it? So this was a prompt looking at this screenshot, looks like the front or the top container is should be behind it, and then he fixed it. So that's how you prompt Lovable to pretty much achieve exactly what you do. So right now, what I'm going to do moving forward, I will update the logo, and so we can update this and have a logo. And since I told you in the beginning that you always have to use Figma, and Figma will then help you as a guide to pretty much show you exactly what you need to do. So it looks like a close Figma here. I will bring it back. Where is Figma? I believe, okay, Figma is right here. So this is my logo. Since I want dark and light mode, I will create a darker mode. And dark mode means that the content will be, if it's in dark mode, the content needs to be white. And if it's white, the content needs to be black. So this one will turn it into, I think, since we're going to be using red in our color, not red, but this kind of like pinkish color, I don't think we probably do not want to need to update. I'm going to just leave it like this. It looks more prettier, and this can work either on dark or light mode. So I'm going to name this logo Right now I'm on Figma and I'm going to export it and just so I can use it. So I'm going to do the export and I'll ask Figma to keep it on PNG so the background can be transparent. And I'm going to pick the highest size. So I'm going to export this. It's going to be here. And then it's not on my computer. So I'm then going to go back to Lovable and say, hey, let's update. So where should I place myself? Okay, I'm going to leave myself here for a minute. Let's do this. Let's update the logo. Let's update the logo to use the one attached. That's it. I drop the logo and I tell it to use it. So it's going to update this one and update it with the new one and make sure it fits because the logo can be bigger than the space I have here. So if I say make sure, it's going to do whatever it can to figure out that, okay, this is the right size for the logo to fit in this specific space that I have. It fits in our nav bar. Okay, let's just say nav bar. Let's say, yeah, on the logo, nav bar, on the logo side just to be as precise as possible. So we're going to hit prompt, and since we give it a logo, we will expect that it's going to update here and have the logo sit there and we should be fine. So let's see how it's going to do that and then move forward. I'm probably going to pause and then come back when it's done. Oh, I didn't have to pause. Great. Now you see we have a beautiful logo that's sitting there and it fits perfectly the space that we give it to. So let me go back here and refresh. I like to see and have a clear view of what I'm doing on the other screen. So let's take a look at our work. Great. This look clean to me. It looks really, really clean and neat. So I don't have to do anything else. The logo is there and that's great. So the next thing we're going to update, I was building another app and in that app, I had a really cool animation that I would love to achieve. And I will show you. I don't know what's going with Lovable right now. This it started last night. I'm not able to access, even though I'm logged in. I clearly cannot access my project. Okay, so what I'm trying to achieve is this. I build this app and I want to create an animation that says about the product and then who's the product for. So you will kind of like feel that this product is for you when using it. So the goal is to create an animation that says an AI powered meeting assistant for whoever the audience is going to be. So we're trying to achieve this animation within. So let's do that. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to place myself here. And then I already had a prompt in mind. So this is a prompt for let's update the text, unleash this one. I'm going to give you the prompt. You can just say, let's update the text, and then you reference the section. You can either select the section here, the hero. It will know that you're talking about the hero by using the select feature. Or you can just say reference the text here. If you touch this text as an H1, it will also know it will going to tag it right here that you're talking about the H1. But I'm going to just use the text itself. So the unleash power of voice to do what? To something different. It's going to say, this is the new text, AI power meeting assistant for, then in type delete animation, we're going to use series of words. We're going to use a series of words that will be type, then delete, and then another one, type and delete, and so on. So type delete animation is an expression that we use in the front end space to kind of like showcase exactly this effect, the one I showed you earlier. This one, it's a type delete animation. It's like it's going to type the words, then delete, and then add another one. So that's exactly what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm going to do that right here, and then I'm going to give it the words. So what are the words that I want to use? I will give those words right here. So going back to our website, this is the website that we're trying to use. These will be the words: the sales team, the business, the sales marketing team, education. So these usually will be educators, marketing marketers, business owners, sales team, recruiters, for example. So those are the words. So I'm going to grab all these links and then I'm going to reformat them. Let me pause the video. Once it's done, I'm going to show you. Great. So I added a few bunch of words. So I added marketers, educators, recruiters, teams, professionals, and freelancers. So this should be enough to create the tab delete animation here. So this should show up right here. And then I want to change the text to black and the animated text in red gradient. So I will give it that precision. So also after the instruction I gave it to, I said also make sure or change, also change. It's not a change, it's pretty much like an update. Update the header from gradient to black. So it knows gradient to black and the animated words, the type delete animated words to our gradient. This should be fine. English is not my first language, so don't judge me. Perfect. So now we have the prompt that's going to change this text and then change this to black and then add something additional. And then I'm going to hit play and give it time to process. And I'll come back once it's done because I don't want to make the video long. I want to be pausing as I go so you can see the progress. Great, we just finished and here we are. This is our result. So it was able to catch the prompt exactly what we wanted and all our words are right here in the tab delete animation. So let's go here and update and see it. Something I would probably want to do would be to break this down. I want the 4 to be right here. Yeah, it looks good for sure, but I just don't like this. Compared to this, if you look at the style of this one, it makes more sense when the 4 is right underneath. So I will also update that later, just so the 4 can be below, can just break and be right here. So I like what I have so far. It looks good and it's exactly what I wanted. So this is great. The next thing we're going to update, I'm going to go down right here and I will show you exactly how to add an image. So to add an image, it's very easy. Just like we did with the logo, all you have to do is prompt it, you give it an image and you tell it where to add the image. So a place where I like to get my images is library online that gives you free resources such as images. And if you want something really more lightweight, like an SVG, you then have to pay. So I'm going to show you, let's update this one. I feel like this one has a really strong dark style. So the section is for sale. I want to update the image on the for sale. So I'm going to go to the place called streamline.hq. This is where I grab all my images. And right here, you can take note of this website, streamline.hq. I will add it to, and I will add the section we're trying to change is sales. So I'm going to look for a sales image. So where do we have Streamline? Let me go on sales and find the perfect image. Oh no, that's not how you spell sales. Okay, let's go on illustration first, and then the image I use are Milano. So you're gonna go to Milano, you're gonna browse all because you can, if you want me to go back, you will be able to find different style color. If you get the SVG, you can change the blue in the background, but if you get the black, you can do the same unless it's SVG only. So anything that's colored, you can change it using the SVG, and the SVG version you have to pay. So we're going to use the PNG version. So we're looking for sales inside Milano. So I'm going to tap sales. And from here, I will be able to see anything that's salesy, if you want to say like that. So we have these. I don't have a store. It's more like sales, like something like selling something pretty much for salespeople. So this resonate a bit more to me, or this one compared to this one. And so I'm going to just show you and then maybe we can reverse. So now you have GSX, you have a PDF, and you have, so this one I think probably going to be code, but you have to activate your plan to access it. It's going to be very lightweight. Also, this one, if you want to download it, you're going to have to activate your plan. But the PNG is totally free. So you're just going to copy and then you come to Lovable and you're going to place it, Command V, and your image will be right there. So once it's there, we say we try to update the sales section. So I'm going to tell it that let me do the select feature and then I'm going to select this, update this image with the one attached. That's it. So it knows that we selected this one and you want to update it with the one that you attached. That's it. That's how you add an image. If you don't add an image, you're probably going to have a space that's reserved for that specific image. And for you to replace that specific image, you're just going to either select or you're going to reference the section and say, hey, on the section such and such, on the image on the right, add this image or replace with this image. And if the image is small, just ask it to zoom it in or out or make it very adjustable. So that's all you have to do. So I'm going to hit, and then it should be replacing this one with the one we just added. While it's processing, I'm going to scroll down so you can see everything else that we're going to update right here. And let's check it out. And looking at my Figma here, you guys will notice that my file on the design here has circle inside and then check marks. So that's what we have here. And when I look at what I have right here, that's not what I have. So I want to update this. So I will let it know that on the pricing page, I want you to update this to what I have. Let's check our image. Did it with the image? It should be updating soon. It's still, if you see the dot, I mean, it's still working. And if it's still working, you just gotta be patient. So while it's doing this, we're gonna wait, and I'm gonna go back to the prompt I gave it to about this. So this was the prompt I gave it to. Right now, let's update the pricing to match style, and then I give it a prompt that you forgot to add the peel shape and the pricing, and see, looks like we were not able to update this. I don't think it did. So I'm going to prompt it the way I like to do it, because sometimes it's not going to work if you select, but I'm going to do it this way where I will prompt it to actually go on section. So on the section for sale, and then I'm going to put this here for sales, update the image on the right with the one attached. Perfect. So whatever it did here, I'm going to reverse it because I don't know what it did. It says that the image source to solution component used. Really, I don't see that. So I don't want to build something that don't make sense in the backend. I'm going to just reverse it, and I'm going to prompt it to do this so it can reference and I can actually see a difference. So once that's done, I'm going to push it here, and I'm going to come back on what we wanted to do with our pricing. So you forgot to the pricing. We missing the peel shape that we have in each section. This peel shape, we need it here. And we also need to update on the check marks thing that we talked about. So I said it earlier, but you forgot to update that. So you forgot to the peel shape on the pricing. Make sure it's also the description to pricing to match the product, and also the CTA for the pro plan to the icon purple using blah 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 blah, and then a triplet, a circle icon with the check mark, not chevron, and make sure the description for each plan aligns with our product. Perfect. That's the prompt here. So this will know that this is what we're doing. So right here on the image, after referencing like I did, now it was able to get it. So sometimes when you select, it might work or it may not work. And you just don't want it to do things in the backend that you don't see changes immediately unless it's like backend related stuff. But if it's something that you need to see visually change and you don't see the change and it tells you that it did it, try a different way just so you can see the actual change to make sure that you're building on top of something that would make totally sense. So our image has been updated. Now let's update our pricing. So I will let it know that on the pricing section, and then I put a prompt on the pricing section. You forgot the pill shape and everything, all the instructions that should update this. So let's push it. The video is getting quite long right now, so I'm gonna just build this for now, and then after this change, uh, I will pause and then I will push and publish another video that will show the next part, just so the video can be less than 1 hour videos. So for people who really want to watch, you will be welcome to watch and just really learn from that. So perfect. So our change has been updated. Yay. So you can see now, looking at our Figma file, it's matching, but still not quietly. It's not filled, fully green. So I can prompt it to say, hey, make sure the background icon is filled in green or it's just outlined. But looking at what I have here, I'm pretty much happy with this. So I like to go back to what it wrote to confirm that it did. So the pricing section has been updated and the pill shape, which is, oh, looks like the pill shape has not been updated. Pill shape style, product specific description, purpose, CTA plan, and circular checkmark icon. So I can see the circular checkmark icon must be filled, not outline. This is outline, but I can see filled. But I kind of like the way it looks, but let's just do that for the style. So great. But the circular icon check marks must be filled, not outlined. So it's gonna fill this, and then also the pill shape on pricing plan, also the pill shape on the pricing plan is not showing on the pricing. Please check. Okay, please check always work, because it comes back to its own code to make sure that, oh, it's actually working. So I'm gonna do this and publish, and then we're just gonna wait. Let me pause. Great. So now it's filled, but since the icon and the check mark has the same color, you barely cannot see it. So we can either do two things. We can tell it that I don't see the check mark, but even though this is filled, but I don't see the check mark. Or we can also let it know that, hey, just update the check mark to have a different color so you can see it. So we can either do this, but like I said, love the result we had earlier, so I will be happy with that. So I'm just going to leave it like this, and then yeah, I just revert the check mark icon. So this is going to be it for this video. You should check the next one to see exactly how we are finalizing our dashboard, I mean our landing page, to get this result. This is what we're trying to achieve. So keep working on it just so we can get as close as possible to this one. And so something I'd like to do, I will do next will be updating the background to match, because right now our background is white. And then also a few additional things like customer review section, and then also things like this. So we need to add those, and that will be in the next video. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.